This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Menses Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. That's recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Gabe McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And welcome to the Nikai High Fieldhouse as we get ready for tonight's action as Woodland Hills Wolverines take on the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. Woodland Hills comes in with 4-1 overall record, 1-0 in section play, while the Hurricanes come in at 5-0, 1-0 in section play. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Continental along with James Dotson, and it's glad to be back here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse for another year of high school basketball. This pregame show is brought to you by Castle Asphalt, providing commercial and residential asphalt paving and commercial site work. Commercial line striping. Find them online at castleasphalt.com. As we get ready for tonight's ball game between these two schools, as we mentioned, of course, it's Ralph Blundell in his 16th season as the head coach of the Red Hurricanes, taking on Steve Scorpion in his second season, 6th season overall. As you look at just the overall record for these two teams, I mentioned 5-0 and 4-1. The one loss for the Wolverines coming to Alderdice, falling to them 66-62. They won two straight, taking on Penn Hills and Pine Richland, and winning those games 62-52 and 45-37. The Canes' last game came on the 12th as they took on North Hills, winning that game handily 68-33 as they have won their first 5 matchups of the season. James, it is that time of the year where we get to talk hoops all the time.
It's about time. It feels like it. And you know what? I wanted to ask Coach Blundell when we chatted before the game. I wanted to ask him about the idea of playing section games before New Year's, because it does feel like an almost expedited non-section schedule. You know, a couple years ago in a smaller section, Class 5A, and the Class 4A section especially as well, you maybe got one game, if any, in section play before you went on the holiday break. And I know that's something that he and his staff has always prided themselves on, of getting a lot of stuff done in that holiday break and that time away from school. But the kids are always in the gym. You're challenging yourself in a holiday tournament. You know, maybe even like 2 days over the holiday break to just get some more focus when, you know, you don't have to focus on the schoolwork all day. Hey, we're going to use this opportunity to really crack down on a couple of the X's and O's. Now you got 3, even 4 section games being played before the holiday break. And Newcastle's come out strong. They've done what they've had to do. They've weathered through some early injuries, you know, that have kind of lingered from the football season. Now you got a couple of tough tests. They took care of business and then some against North Hills. But this is the Woodland Hills team, much better than their record a year ago suggested. They got nearly everybody back, including probably, I would say arguably the best athlete in all of 6A in Scoop Smith. They're going to have a fun time trying to cover him in general. But also, this might be the deepest team that you see in this section play all year long.
All right, we're going to take our first time out of our pregame show. When we come back, James Dodson will have a conversation with head coach Ralph Blunt of the Red Hurricanes. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAT Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joy ride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joy ride, call Axe today.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Back here in the pregame show, Axe interview time. Get a chance to talk with Coach Ralph Blunt of the undefeated Red Hurricanes, 5-0 to start the year. Coach, it is a strong start. Talk about your non-section play and getting set up here for these opening section matches.
Well, I mean, I think we did what we had to do in order to win the basketball game, to give us some momentum going into section play. But it's a process, so we're not where we want to be yet, and we just need to continue to work, continue to get games on film, fix mistakes, hopefully, and get better each night out.
Lengthy fall season with the football team, obviously lots of good things that come out of it. What are some of the things you see that are obviously good and bad of the delay from moving to the gridiron to the hardwood?
I think better bodies, and the kids really look good and much stronger than in the past, and they're older bodies too. I think in addition to that, just the winning pedigree, coming off of a good season, feeling good about the football season, coming into basketball season, and now that everyone's healthy, there are no negatives, it's all positives. We're still not in great shape because of football, but that's okay. We can get through December, hopefully, and be at our best come January and February.
Yeah, talk about the health process, especially. I mean, Jaden and Quaylen back to full 100% at this point?
Yeah, I don't think they're both at full 100%, but they're definitely serviceable, right now. And Jaden's dealing with an ankle, and Quaylen's still healing from the elbow. But a little at a time, they're getting better and getting a better feel for what's going on.
Talking with Coach Blunt here in the pregame show, I mean, those are a couple seniors that are obviously a big part of your team. I want to talk about the youth movement, not just here at Newcastle. I mean, last year a freshman starter, another one coming in this year, but it feels like all across Western PA you're seeing more and more freshmen and sophomores getting opportunities earlier and earlier. What do you think is the main reason for seeing that youth movement all across the area?
I don't know. Kids are starting younger. It has to be it, and a lot of kids are getting trainers young and working hard and falling in love with it young. And then they play high-level basketball in junior high and different AAU circuits and things of that nature, and that gets them ready to play. We obviously have had two in the last couple of years. This year, a lot of times on the floor, we'll have two freshmen, or two sophomores, one freshman on the floor. So, we have two freshmen on our varsity roster this year. So, there's definitely some change there, no doubt.
Woodland Hills on tap tonight. Talk about what you see about the Wolverines on film.
They're just deep. I mean, they got 10 guys who can play. Two big bodies down low and 7 or 8 really good guards that play fast and hard, and and that's kind of what they hang their hat on right now. And their bigs are formidable. That's where they do a lot of their scoring. So, we have to do a good job of keeping players out of the lane, not requiring help, get a body on their big. They're a good basketball team. They made a really good run last year in the playoffs, lost in the semifinals. And, have everybody back, had 2 kids transfer in. They're a top 2 or 3 team in 6A.
Good stuff, Coach. Real quick, what's the biggest key or two then, on top of obviously defensive style and penetration? What couple other things you need to see tonight?
We can't let them score around the rim. We need to move their bigs, limit them to one opportunity, pass and catch, easy ones on the block, and no pick sixes where they're getting steals and getting runouts on the other end.
Good stuff. Appreciate it, Coach. Go get it.
Yep.
Keys of the game, starting lineup, an opening tip here from the Nika High Fieldhouse. When we return, Castle Asphalt pregame show continues on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab.
Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary.
From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
That was the Newcastle Prep Band with tonight's national anthem. And it's now time to look at the ACTS Lawrence County door-to-door transportation services open to the public. ACTS takes people to work, play, and anywhere else they need to go. www.rideactsbus.org. It's now time to look at the ACTS standings coming in to tonight's action.
Well, 4 teams, 1-0 in section play. Newcastle, North Allegheny, Fox Chapel, and Woodland Hills. North Allegheny, Newcastle both undefeated. Fox Chapel and Woodland Hills both one loss in the overall standings. North Hills, Butler, Seneca Valley, and Pine Ridge are looking for their first win of the evening. Crane Room starting lineups coming your way for Woodland Hills. A sophomore, 5'10", Carter Akins, and then it's juniors and seniors the rest of the way. A junior, Deshaun Mosley, 6'4". The three seniors are Calvin Barksdale, a 6'2" senior, Landon Akins, a 5'10" senior, and Scoop Smith, a 5'7" senior. So Akins, that's Carter and Landon, along with Mosley, Barksdale, and Smith for Coach Steve Scorpion and the Woodland Hills Wolverines. For the Running Red Hurricanes of Newcastle under Coach Ralph Blundo, 5'9" freshman Marino Graham coming in averaging 11 points per contest. Joining him, sophomore Kai Cox, 17 points per game, the 6'2" sophomore. And then three seniors, 5'9" senior Chase Lemon at 3 points per game, 6'2" senior Jaden Schaefer at 4 points per game, and the leading scorer of this Newcastle team, 6'4" senior Damian Harrison, averaging just shy of 21 points per contest. So again, Graham, Cox, Lemon, Schaefer, and Harrison for Newcastle. Here's the main key for me as you look real quick at your LGKG keys to the game, besides obviously the home court advantage that you get like the LGKG home team advantage. It's definitely about the defense for Newcastle. Newcastle's best teams, we've seen it, Tim, it's when they're averaging single digits on average allowed points per game, or per quarter, I should say. That's where they are right now, exactly at 40 points allowed per game. If they maintain that, the 9, 10, 11 points per quarter average, this team's going to be tough to beat all year long, and especially, again, such an athletic team, especially number one, they're wearing the black and powder blues. That's who you got to be watching, Big Scoop Smith the whole way, and he and Kai Cox already having a fun little conversation as the opening tip is taken.
And controlled there by Woodland Hills as they get the ball to Barksdale. Work it down into the left corner as they give it back up top of the key over to Carter Akins. Akins with the ball, goes right wing. Gets it over to Landon Akins. Go up too high off of Calvin. Opportunity for Newcastle for the first time tonight.
And first time we'll see in section play here at home. Marino Graham, he's got to be tough with it already as a point guard going against Scoop Smith defensively.
Bounce pass out to Kai Cox. Cox will drive down the right lane, stop and pop. Gonna hit the back of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, pushes it back out to Graham. Back over to Graham in the left wing. Graham backs out top of the key, goes left side, gets over to Harrison, drives baseline, turnaround jumper. Gonna be short of the rim, ball's gonna be batted around and picked up there by the Canes. Graham, as they get it working around the arc, they'll give it back to Cox. Right wing shot taken there by Graham, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Akins for the Wolverines as they bring the ball up. They get it over to Smith, that's Scoop Smith. He's a 5'7" senior. Scoop drives with the left hand, gets it back outside from the corner, three, up and good. That is Calvin Barksdale with the points.
And that's what Coach Blunden was talking about. Too much help defense, left Barksdale open in the corner.
And a drive down into the lane with the foul and the score by Kai Cox.
You can hear the Caniacs behind us saying you can't guard him. He had the quick first step on the last possession, just couldn't get the runner to go. This time, took the extra dribble in the lane, Tim, got right to the rack, absorbed the contact, and completes the three-point play.
And we are tied at 3 with 6:29 here to play first quarter. Scoop will throw it in, and he gets the ball back in the backcourt. So pressure by the Canes. They'll break the pressure with Atkins. He brings the ball up. Back pass goes out for a deep three. Up and good by Scoop Smith.
I mean, how deep was that? That's a three-pointer that Ralphie Blundo wouldn't have taken. It was that deep. That was almost logo Scoop Smith.
And Kai Cox drives to the hole, shot taken, no good. Rebound Schaefer. He'll throw it into the backcourt. He'll be run down there by Lemons for the over and back on the turnover with 6:03 remaining here in the first.
Well, the good news is Newcastle, they've missed 4 shots, but they got offensive rebounds on 3 of them, Tim. So, good that they're crashing the boards. Need to see a couple shots fall. But, I mean, you just saw right there, Scoop Smith, basically unlimited range. That one's good from about 26 feet.
Scoop with the ball from the inbound as he gets it back up top to Landon Akins.
He barely got back inbounds to Scoop before he got that return pass.
Scoop with the ball on the right wing. He'll drive inside the arc, throw cross court They'll get in the top of the key to Akins. Give it back left side. Scoop from behind the arc. Shot no good. Rebound there by Schaefer. And the ball's going to be trapped on, it will be a jump ball. It will go Newcastle's way with 5:39 here to play first quarter.
Good closeout that time, under control closeout, and that's what you need to. And now we're going to have an argument over who got the opening tip, because the opening tip, they're going to discuss it, because the opening tip was basically controlled by Newcastle, but as they grabbed it, it was immediately knocked away. So the question is, did Newcastle officially get possession or not? And they're going to say no, yeah, they are. They're going to claim, yeah, it was Newcastle who got possession and it was stolen immediately. And I do think that is the right call, Tim.
So inbound pass will be for Woodland Hills. Coach Bundle wants an explanation. As they get the ball in, they get it over to Mosley, top of the key, drives into the lane, give it to Barksdale, takes a shot, no good, rebound there by the Canes. Cox on the move, Cox down the right lane, off the glass, rolls to the rim, and puts it in.
Cox with the first 5 points of the game, cuts it down to a 6-5 lead.
Throw over the pressure, get it to Barron. He's going to travel with the ball, and that will go out of bounds. And now give the ball back to the Canes. 6-5 lead here for Woodland Hills. Give it into Graham. Marino Graham brings the ball across the timeline.
Already 3 turnovers forced by this Newcastle defense.
Give it over to Lemon. Lemon gives it back up to Cox, top of the key. Cox dribbling behind the background with the right hand. Gets inside the arc at the line. Takes a shot. No good. Ball going to be batted out of the way. And last touch there by Schaefer going out of bounds. And it'll go over to Woodland Hills.
I like this full court pressure Newcastle's putting on. Completely face guard, and you have Marino kind of playing free safety. They're willing to, slow everybody down really with the full court press. Not necessarily looking for a steal, but like, hey, we want to make sure that you just slow down, walk it up the court with your point guard.
They throw it down inside to Barksdale. Barksdale at the line. Dribbles with the right hand, loses control, gives it back out to Scoop. Smith with the ball, drives into the lane, stops, puts it back out, gives it over to Atkins, stolen by Graham. Graham with the left hand, Graham to the hole on the left side, good for 2.
And that was one, again, not necessarily in the passing lane, but the ball not properly held by Akins up top. And with that, Marino Graham, the quick hands, just taps it to himself and goes coast to coast.
7-6 lead now for the Canes. And the ball going to have a whistle off the inbound pass there to Anthony Barron.
And you can see your first subs coming in with 4:12 remaining in the opening quarter. Going to see Quaylen Davis enter the lineup for the first time, as well as Jermaine Walker, the 5'10 sophomore. And how great is it to see Quaylen Davis, just over a month ago, Tim, suffers a dislocated elbow on the football field in a playoff football game. And I was hoping he'd be back maybe for playoffs. Nevertheless, first section games.
Just an amazing turnaround for him, no question about it. I seen that injury when it happened and thought, uh-oh, there goes the basketball season.
Right, he's going to be a big part of this team, whether starting or off the bench, especially with his height at 6'5". Another steal from Graham.
Graham with the reach in and steals the ball away, gets it up court to Cox. Cox gives it back to Graham. Graham looking inside the arc, pulls back out, gives it back to Graham. 3:45 here to play first quarter. Work it down low to Davis, turn around back out to Cox. Cox puts the mid-range jumper up and good.
Smooth little step back, almost Dirk Nowitzki because he got the handoff back at the elbow.
3:31 here to play first quarter, and a high pass by Akins goes out of bounds, and it'll turn over back to the Canes. Canes lead 9-6, 3:28 remaining here first quarter.
Canes now currently on a 6-0 run.
Marino Graham with the ball, drives down the left lane, takes it to the hole. Going to be short and picked up there by Smith. And a whistle and a foul immediately.
Yeah, first
foul. They're going to get this on Quaylen Davis.
Yeah, he went up over the top of Scoop Smith as he went in for that rebound. But I got right now the rebound advantage, excuse me, at 4-2 in favor of Newcastle.
3:16 remaining here in the first. They get it in, and Smith will bring the ball up court. He'll be guarded there by Cox. And they'll give it back over to Stewart. Stewart with the ball, top of the key. Stewart, guarded there by Cox, goes by him, goes down the right lane, takes a shot, no good. Rebound there by Maurice Walker as they move the ball up with Cox into the forecourt. Cox drives baseline, and he's going to step on the baseline.
No, I think we got a foul.
Oh, okay.
That's the second on Scoop Smith.
Yeah.
He'll stay in the game, though.
They'll throw it into Cox. Cox behind the arc on the right wing. Cox dribbles with the left hand, spins down underneath, scoops off the high off the glass, and good. 9 points in the first quarter here for Kai Cox.
And an early nomination for your Maley Chiropractic play of the game as well. Beautiful move, hangs in the air, and a little kiss off the glass and in.
With the ball is Stewart. Stewart goes right wing, gets it over to Harris. Excuse me. As they give it the top of that. Scoop with the shot. No good. Rebound there by Barksdale. Goes up strong. Ball batted around. Picked up there by Harrison. Harrison brings the ball up as they get it into the wing. That is Kai Cox for two. Shot no good. Rebound there by the Wolverines. Outlet to Smith. Smith drives into the lane, and he is going to be fouled by Graham.
And are they going to count it? I think they are, Tim.
They're going to say he was in shooting? Okay. I thought they were going to call it on the ground.
Nope, they did give it to him. It was borderline. I could have seen that one anyway.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it does end an 8-0 Canes run with 2:02 remaining. Still a 3-point Newcastle advantage.
So Scoop Smith at the line has 3 points here in the first quarter.
That is the second on Marino Graham. Keep an eye on that. Only one on Scoop Smith, by the way. They corrected the one foul. One foul on Smith, but two on the other number one in Marino Graham. He's staying out there as Scoop completes that three-point play. 11-9 Canes, 2 minutes remaining first quarter.
As they bring the ball up, give it over to Graham, back to Cox. As they play a two-man game behind the arc. Cox looks at a three, passes it up, bounce pass over to Graham, back to Cox. He'll take the three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Smith. As they bring the ball up, they bring the ball up.
Woodland Hills went into like a 1-3-1, kind of an amoeba zone defense, forcing the outside shot.
Wallace drives inside, takes a shot, and good.
Ties it up with 1:30 remaining. And I don't mind this move, this 1-3-1 defense. Force Newcastle to show that they can knock one down from beyond the arc.
With the ball, bounce, pass over to Cox, top of the key. Give it back to Graham. Graham goes left side to Maurice, back to Graham. As we darken it inside. Gonna get Cox to baseline, takes a scoop shot, no good. Rebound there by the Wolverines, Stewart, as he brings the ball up.
Newcastle last two possessions, not much looking at all. It's a little too much dribbling around the perimeter and not quality shots taken as a result on both those possessions. Good stifling defense in that 1-3-1 zone.
They work it over to Barron. Back to Scoop. Scoop with the ball. Guarded there by Cox, top of the key. Left side, they go back over to Wallace, or to Barron, back to Wallace. Wallace with the ball at the logo. And they go left side into the corner. And now bring it back out.
10 seconds remaining.
Down to 8. With the ball is Wallace. Wallace down to 4 seconds. Pulls up jumper inside the arc. Good.
Two quick buckets by Hassan Wallace to end the quarter. Gives Woodland Hills a 13-11 lead after one.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
Nix on a body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than
those Nick's Auto Body Impact players for today, Tim. Obviously, Scoop Smith, the one we wanted to be talking about, with 6 points to lead the way for Woodland Hills, and Kai Cox, 9 of the 11 for Newcastle. Those two kind of laughing and ready to have fun out there on the court before tip-off, and they've had fun so far with a 13-11 Woodland Hills lead, a 6-0 run to end the first quarter for the Wolverines.
Canes with the ball as they bring it into the forecourt. Cox with it on the left wing. Over to Graham on the right side. Now back to Cox, working down into the corner. 3 taken by Lemon. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound there for the Wolverines. That's Price as they bring the ball up with Wallace. Back and back off. We'll work on the left side. Drive into the lane. Throw across court. Wallace with it. Drives into the lane. I think he's going to...
They're going to get a hand check against Chase Lemon, it looks like.
That's exactly what they're going to get. 13-11 lead here for Woodland Hills. Bounce pass inside. They get it back out as they work it over to Price. Now give it back up top to Atkins. That's Landon Atkins. Work it down into the corner. Landon gets the back pass. They work it downside. Take the shot up. Ball not good. Rebound there by Graham. Give it out to Cox. Over to Lemon. Back to Cox. Top of the key to Graham. Work it right side. As they work it back left side to Cox. Into the corner. Lemon's going to try a 3. Back of the rim and rolls it in.
Third 3 of the year for Chase Lemon. He'll take a little friendly hometown roll to give the Canes the lead back 14-13.
As they bring it back up, that is Wallace. Wallace with the ball at the logo, and guarded there by Lemon. Give it back out top to Barron. Barron with the ball. Guarded there by Cox. Drives left in the lane. Takes it to the hole. And that's going to be a charge. And that will be a change of possession.
Your Medora Bonner Law change in possession. Make sure you protect your possessions with flexible appointment hours at Medora Bonner Law. They have a team of experienced lawyers and staff, always ready to help.
So the Canes lead by 1 with 6:29 here to play in the first half. 14-13 as Marino Graham will bring the ball in the forecup for the Canes. Graham with the ball. Works it down and finds Cox all by himself. Turns, takes it to the hole. Gets fouled and gets the points. Cox with 11, looking for 12 at the line.
He'll head to the Parada Jones McCree free throw line. Excellence is our guarantee. Excellence is all we've seen from Kai Cox here today. Coming out strong, 13 of the 16 points already.
Shot no good, rebound by Canes. Get it out to Graham for 3, top of the key, back. Gonna go a little too high as it bounces off the wires of the backboard and out of bounds.
So team rebound will go over to Woodland Hills. 6:11 remaining first half, a 3-point Newcastle edge.
So Smith will throw it in here for Woodland Hills as they get it over to Walker. Yes, there's 2 Walkers to pay attention to, 1 on each team, so we'll try to identify that. Exactly. As Carter, that is Landon Atkins with the ball. Give it back over to Wallace, and he's going to travel with the ball and turn it back over to Canes, who have a 3-point lead, 16-13 with 5:54 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, 3-point lead, but 8 turnovers now, Tim, versus just 1 for Newcastle. Got to take advantage of that, though. Newcastle, they've gotten some second chance opportunities, but Woodland Hills shooting over 50% from the field to make up for those 8 turnovers they've committed so far.
And they work it down into the corner. 3 taken there by Harrison. Shot no good. Rebound there by Lemon. And Lemon's going to be pushed out of bounds, and they're going to say he stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, no push. They're just going to say he stepped on the end line.
And that will give the ball back to Woodland Hills as Scoop Smith brings the ball in the forecourt. Smith with the ball, loses control, gets it back to back out. Smith spins into the arc, now backs it back out again.
Marino Graham in his hip pocket the whole way. Good defense there from the freshman.
Smith with the ball. Hands it back off to Wallace. Wallace is going to lose control, get it back. It looked like no one touched it, but no double dribble called. As he stopped his dribble and got it back, Wallace with the ball drives into the lane, up against Schaefer, shot no good, ball on the ground. Schaefer going to push it forward. Graham's going to fall for it, and his last touch got to be by Smith going out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah, good call. White ball. The officials come together, they discuss and make sure that they both saw it the same way. Black, the last to touch it. Love the bodies flying all over the court. By the way, Quinn McGuire, Dan Haber, and Frank Torbert, your men in stripes here tonight.
With the ball, top of the key is Graham. Goes over to Harrison, back to Graham. Bounce pass inside to Cox. Cox going to work down into the block. Cox spins, goes into the hole, and he's going to travel with the ball.
Yeah, shuffled his feet as he made that last little pivot move for the traveling violation. I like what they did, though. In this 1-3-1 defense, they have the smallest man, probably the toughest man, though, in Scoop Smith, playing right in the middle of the 1-3-1, so playing right at the foul line. I like that. Putting a Kai Cox there, or, you could put a Schaefer or Quaylen Davis, or even Damian Harrison. Put somebody who's got some height, get it to the high post, because that's where a 1-3-1 defense especially can really break down. Any zone, you get it to the high post, and you've got some good things you can make happen.
Barksdale with the ball. That's stripped away there by Lemon. Lemon gives it over to Graham as he brings the ball in the forecourt. Graham over to Cox on the left wing. Into the corner for a three from Lemon. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Harrison. Gives it out to Graham. Back over to Harrison to Cox. Cox drives into the arc and now gives it back out to Lemon. Working over to Schaefer. Schaefer has the ball stripped, but he's going to get fouled. As on the reach end.
Yeah, a little too aggressive with Scoop Smith reaching in, getting him on the arm, and now that's his second officially. We see Marina Graham play with 2 fouls the entire way. We'll see if they continue to do so as Tymer Walker will check in for Woodland Hills, and it looks like they will get Anthony Barron Jr. in to give Scoop Smith a rest with those 2 fouls.
So the Canes will throw it in with 4:11 here to play in the quarter with a 3-point lead, 16-13. Graham with the ball at the logo. Goes left side to Lemon. As Lemon loses control, picked up by Graham. Drives into the lane on a little runner. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Barron. Long pass down court. Off the glass. Up and good. That by Walker. That is Jameer Walker for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, that was one of the things that you heard Coach Bluno talk about. He called them the pick sixes of more of a turnover. It's not a turnover. It's a long rebound that they're able to get the outlet pass all the way down the court for an uncontested lay-in.
Lemon for 3, good from the left wing. His second tray of the game, and it's a 19-15 lead here for the Canes.
I think the message was, hey, Chase, you see an open shot, you take it. His 4th 3-point attempt of the quarter, he's made 2 of them. He's got 6, lead back up to 4.
Brandon Atkins with the ball, bounce pass, goes right side. Give it up top of the key to Barksdale. Back to Atkins. Cross-court pass, drive baseline, find Barksdale underneath. Ball's going to be stripped away by Graham, picked up by Lemon. Lemon brings the ball in the forecourt, gives it over to Graham. Graham backs it off, now it goes over to Cox, back to Graham, left side to Lemon as they work it behind the arc. It's going to be Cox from the left right wing, 3, shot no good. Schaefer with the big offensive board, gives it over to Lemon as they work it back top of the key to Harrison. Harrison going to use as a decoy as Graham goes into the lane, finds a cutter. That's Lemon, high off the glass, good for 2.
First of all, the offensive rebound. Second of all, beautiful cut from Chase Lemon, high off the glass, over the top of the 6'4" Calvin Barksdale, and over to Deshaun Mosley. Unbelievable move. Another good play of the game nominee.
As they lose control in the corner, picked up there by Barron. Barron's in trouble as he double team. As they try to get a tie-up, do they get it? I think they're going to, yes, there's the tie-up.
Oh, if we don't give MVPs in the quarter, but if so, it's number 10 who's coming off right now to a standing ovation. What a 5-6 minutes of play you just saw there from Chase Lemon as Woodland Hills is going to take a 30-second timeout.
Impressive start here for Chase Lemon here in the first half with 8 points. Kai Cox leading the way for the Canes with 11, and Maria Graham has a deuce. The scorer for Woodland Hills is Scoop Smith with 6, and Barksdale with 3. Asim Wallace with 4, and Tamir Walker with a deuce.
This is a Pontius Insurance timeout. Auto, home, business, or life insurance. Get it all with a local agent at PontiusInsurance.com.
2:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Canes lead by 6, 21-15.
Coming up at the half, Tim, we'll have our UPMC halftime show. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster. Visit UPMC.com.
So the Wolverines will throw it in from underneath the basket with 2:18 here to play in the second quarter.
And yeah, you can go and get Schaefer, who's got 3 offensive rebounds, give him a little breather. Oh, you just bring in 6'5" Quaylen Davis in there. Davis, Harrison,
Into the backcourt goes the pass, run down there by Barksdale as he brings the ball back across the timeline. Give it over to Landon Atkins. Guarded there by Marino Graham. 2 minutes here to play in the quarter. Give it back over to Walker. Throw underneath for Barksdale. Can't handle the pass, goes off his hands, out of bounds. On the turnover, back to the Canes with 1:57 here to play in the first half.
Now, right now, it's the unforced errors that you're seeing from Woody High here. It's too many turnovers. I mean, that one right there, a ball that just goes through the hands of the intended target down the block. It was a nice backdoor cut. It's a little bit too hot to handle. You've seen a lot of passes, outlet back towards midcourt. They've done the same thing, just too hot to handle.
Graham with the ball as he crosses the timeline. Goes left side, gives it to Harrison as they work it on the left side. Back to Graham. Top of the key, over to Davis as they give it back to Maurice Walker. As they work the ball top of the key, back it back out. Give it over to Kai Cox, 1:30 here to play. As they give it back over to Davis. On the cut, outside to Harrison. Gets to his line in the air, puts up the three, good.
First points of the game for Damian Harrison. Little flyby action.
24-15 lead here for the Canes. 1:15 here to play. As they bring the ball in the forecourt. Atkins with the ball. That is Landon Atkins. Guarded there by Davis. Landon drives inside, gives it back out. As they work it out back to Landon. Top of the key to Barksdale. He'll take a three. Rolls the rim, no good. Rebound there by Maurice Walker as they give the ball up to Graham, as Graham brings the ball over to Cox. Down to 45 seconds here to play in the half.
And we'll see how aggressive Newcastle wants to be. No shot clock yet. Got 3 more years before we can say that officially, before you're saying about 20 seconds on the shot clock, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
They're going to do 4 quarters while we can, yes.
May never have to deal with it. And we're down to 25 seconds here on the clock.
24-15 your score. Newcastle outscoring Woodland Hills 13-2 here in the frame.
Cox with the ball right at midcourt. Down to 15 seconds. Cox going to wait to get engaged. Get it over to Graham. Down to 8 seconds. Cox top of the key. Fakes a three. Drives into the lane with the left hand. No good. Ball batted in the air. Followed up by Damon Harrison and puts it in for 2 over. What a shot by Damon Harrison. Timing up, getting high in the air, and not even coming back down, putting the ball off the glass for 2.
Well, first off, the pass at midcourt to get it even to Marino Graham to kickstart the play. That was a beautiful play. You don't expect a freshman to be ready for it, nevertheless have the chemistry to be able to get that pass. Then Cox drives in, his shot no good. It almost went through the hands first of Jaden Schaefer, and really Damian Harrison had to absorb a lot of contact. If that was a defender that hit him, it's an and one. It was his own player that bumped into him, Tim. He still controls it, puts it off the window and in, and ends what is a 15-2 score in the second quarter for Newcastle.
Amazing run in the second quarter for the Canes as they have the lead by 11. We're going to take our first time out. We're at halftime here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse with the Canes leading the Wolverines 26-15. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
A proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, Gem Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process.
Congratulations to the
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Welcome to the UMPC halftime show. UMPC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence County and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine service. Appointments are available at any of our 4 Lawrence County locations. 724-983-7000 UMPC. All right, James, not a bad first half if you're a Canes fan, as they are up by 11 against Woodland Hills, and a game that we've seen kind of a little of everything here. I mean, Woodland Hills got off to a quick start, and then the Canes made a run, and then they end the first quarter on a run by Woodland Hills, but the Newcastle dominates the second quarter with a 15-2 quarter to take a 11-point lead here at halftime.
And I like, more than anything, what did Woodland Hills do right at the get-go? They hit 2 deep threes, right? They held just 1 3-point attempt in that entire second quarter. The turnover numbers are what are staggering. 11 turnovers for Woodland Hills versus just 3 for the Canes. They're taking care of the ball. Woodland Hills isn't. I would say half of the turnovers were forced and half weren't, and just were basically those unforced errors that Woodland Hills will need to correct in the second half. But the play in the second quarter of Chase Lemon, 2 threes, and then an incredible drive in and lay in from one of the smallest guys on the court in the 5'9" senior. He only averages 3 points a game this year. To come up with 8 in that quarter was absolutely huge as part of, again, a 15-2 Canes run in the second quarter.
Maria, looking at the scoring recap here for the first half. First, let's look at Woodland Hills. Scoop Smith leads all scorers for the Wolverines with 6 points. Calvin Barksdale with 3. Asim Wallace with 4. Tamir Walker with 2, and that's their 15 points. For Newcastle, it was Kai Cox leading the way with 11 points. Chase Lemon hitting 2 threes and a deuce for 8 points in the first half. Damian Harris with a tray and a deuce for 5 points, and Mario Graham adding to himself for the 26 points here in the first half.
I have overall, Woodland Hills is shooting at 50%, Tim, as crazy it is, because they just haven't had that many possessions shots, because of the 11 turnovers and only 1 second chance opportunity. Absolutely incredible. I'll get you the official numbers, or very unofficial numbers, for the Canes here in a moment. But the fact that Kai Cox comes out strong, that's huge. You get a lead early. You weather the storm late in the first quarter as Woodland Hills finished that quarter on a 6-0 run, and then the defense stifling all the way through that second quarter, and getting the opportunities and a lot of second chance opportunities as well. I mentioned just 1 offensive rebound in the game for Woodland Hills, 8 for the Canes in the first half.
All right, let's take another timeout. We're here at halftime in Newcastle with the Canes leading the Wolverines by 11. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different. How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school. What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
We want to give a shout out to our LCAP Team of the Month. Congratulations to Laurel Football for being November's LCAP Team of the Month, making it to the WPIAL Football Championship game for the first time since 1989. Also to our Red Zone Athlete of the Month, Jack Miles, who is the all-time tackling leader in Laurel football history and already getting things done on the wrestling mat. We're going to see plenty of him and a lot of those Laurel Spartan football players making their way onto the mat here this winter as well. Congratulations to Laurel Football, your LCAP Team of the Month, and Jack Miles, the Red Zone Athlete of the Month.
Luxembourg, Carver, Kelly, and George have been Lawrence County's attorneys for over 90 years. The home team advantage with law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers at LGKG. Get on the home field advantage with LGKG.com. Let's take a look at the LGKG keys of the games for the second half.
Well, the keys for Woodland Hills, it's pretty simple, Tim. Take care of the basketball. You've only taken 12 shots to Newcastle's 27. Case in point. I mean, not much more needs to be said than that right there. Take care of the basketball because you're shooting it pretty well, honestly. You just got to get a better chance of getting those shooting opportunities. For Newcastle, it's keep up the pressure. They're doing a good job of helping, but not too much. I want to go back to one play in particular we can get a chance to touch on. Marino Graham was late on a rotation on one of the plays, passed down into the block, but he hustled back quickly enough. He was late to get there in front of the pass. The quick hands, as soon as the big man brought it down, he's able to smack it away cleanly and get a steal. Those are the type of plays that you need to see more of, just in terms of controlling what you can control. Rotate, be in the right position, and when you can't, use your quick hands and quick feet to do what you have to do, but get in best position right from the get-go.
All right, we start the second half. Canes with the ball, spin into the hoop is Kai Cox for two to start the second half. 28-15 lead here for the Canes. 20 seconds gone.
Yeah, just to continue this run again with a 15-2 score in quarter number 2, and Newcastle starting off on the right foot here.
Barron brings the ball up as he gives it over to Atkins. That is Landon Atkins. Jump pass goes outside. That's Barron throwing a jumper. Shot over to the hoop, no good. Rebound there by Barksdale. Takes the shot, no good. Rebound by Damian Harris for the Canes. As Graham brings the ball in the forecourt. Graham dribbling between the legs on the right wing. Stops his dribble, gives it back as they work it over. Cox drives inside. And we got a whistle and a timeout here by the Canes with 6:58 remaining here in third quarter.
We'll keep it right here and give another shout out to our friends at UPMC Orthopedic Care, available 724-983-7000. We'll talk about some of the foundation of this Newcastle team, though. It's kind of what I was just alluding to, was the defense of the Canes. It's always been, going back to those championship teams, all the banners you see hanging above us here, Tim, it's all based on the defense first, setting up the offense. And again, we came into this game talking about that 10 points per quarter average. Gave up 13 in the first, only 2 in the second. And again, the quick hands, the active hands. I got Marino Graham with 3 steals, Chase Levin with 2 steals. They're getting their hands on the ball. And even when they're not in a passing lane, if they see any opportunity, again, a couple bobbled passes, they just go and smack it right away and take care of business and go the other way.
So Graham will throw it in here for the Canes. Jumps it into Cox. Cox inside the arc, gives over to Schaefer, back to Graham. Graham with the ball, works on the dribble between the 2 circles. Graham bounce pass to Schaefer, hands it off to Cox. Cox gonna work inside, finds Schaefer underneath, up and good for 2.
First points for Schaefer. Good find on a little handoff from Schaefer to Cox, turns into a little screen and roll, and Schaefer again, there it is, the rotation not quick enough coming back defensively for Woodland Hills.
Scoop Smith takes it down the hole, takes a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Graham. Outlets to Damian. Damian goes up strong, and they're going to get the charge.
They're going to get it on Chase Lemon as he was trying to basically get out of the way, but in the process was clearing out against the Woodland Hills defender. So that will be a change in possession, again brought to you by Madura Bonner Law.
Canes doubling up Woodland Hills, 30-15, 6:20.
And Coach Blundo having to laugh because it was not an intentional clear out, but it was truly a clear out, and by the rules of the game, absolutely a foul.
As they work it down inside, take a shot up and good by Donshea Mosley for his first 2 points of the game, and it's 30-17.
First basket I have since the midway point of the second quarter for Woodland Hills.
Schaefer with the ball. Schaefer stops his dribble. He's going to throw it back up to Cox. Cox guarded there by Landon Atkins. Cox dribbling the ball, gives it back up to Schaefer, hands it off to Cox, drives into the lane. Cox back out to Lemon, over to Graham on the second pass for 3. Shot no good. Rebound there by Atkins.
The Graham shot doesn't go down, but that's a great ball movement, a good extra pass from Lemon to get turn a good shot into a great shot.
Work it into the corner, shot for 3, no good. Rebound there by Lemon. Out to Damon Harrison off the glass, and they're going to get Damon Harrison on a charge.
And Coach Blundo palms in the sky, can't believe it. Scoop Smith, he's chuckling about it. First off, if that's college or NBA, he's absolutely in the restricted areas. No such thing, though a lot of refs will give a little benefit of the doubt, but he never got set whatsoever on that one. Benefit of the doubt call for Woodland Hills, and they get another offensive foul, change in possession.
And Scoop brings the ball in the forecourt here for Woodland Hills. Smith with the ball, top of the key, goes left side, gives it over to Barron, takes a shot, no good. As they get the ball back out, and that was Mosley throwing the ball away.
Yeah, will be a turnover. Never saw official signal. 5:03 remaining, still a 30-17 Canes advantage.
So Marino Graham with the ball in the backcourt, guarded there by Scoop Smith. And Scoop's going to pick up his 3rd foul as he reached in and got the hands of Graham.
Looks over at Coach Steve Scorpion again, his 6th year overall. Just love seeing Steve back on the sideline. Great tenure at Franklin Regional. Had to step away for very personal reasons. We'll talk more about that if we have a moment. But it's a great, absolutely great story of his comeback to the coaching bench here at Woodland Hills.
As they go left side, get it over to Damon Harris, over to Lemon. Lemon gives it back left side to Graham. Graham up top to Schaefer, right side to Lemon. As they work it behind the arc, lose control of the ball, but Lemon picks it up. Lemon's going to get it, throw it back out. Cox will try a 3, top of the key. Shot no good, rolls into the corner. Run down there by Harrison, and get it over to Lemon for a timeout.
Good ball movement, a good look again at the top of the key. Canes not shooting it great from outside, but they're getting the good looks in that one because of the fact they had a collision from Woodland Hills players that led to that open look. It's going to be a full timeout, Tim. We'll take one here as well.
You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joy ride.
It's so convenient for them. We take them door to door. We help them get off and on the bus if they need to use the lifts.
I love the people, especially the senior citizens.
They care about us as much as we care about them.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joy ride, call Axe today.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
.424 remaining here in the third quarter. Canes lead 30-17. Canes will throw it in right in front of us, and it'll be Kai Cox with the honors. Bounce pass in to Marino Graham.
Graham, Harrison, Lemon, Schaefer, and Cox, the 5 on the floor for Newcastle.
Give it over to Cox, work it down inside. Heyman takes it around corner. Harrison off the glass, good for 2.
Yeah, good drive in to the paint there for Harrison.
Stolen away by the Canes, stolen right back by Scoop there. Bounce pass goes to Mosley. Mosley off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Scoops, and it's going to be a jump ball called as it gets tied up with Chase Lemon. Who would have figured that, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. The 2 smallest on the court, the ones that are skying up there to get the rebound.
As they work it around to Mosley over to Atkins. Atkins with the ball. Atkins gonna top of the key. Loses control, gives it back to Stewart. Stewart gonna jump pass. Shot taken, no good. Ball on the ground and gonna be last touch by Lemon going out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolverines with 3:43 remaining here in the third.
Good defense, though, the entire way. Right in the hip pocket, not getting fooled on the crossovers. Great defense. It's looking at the belly the whole way.
Trying to get it into Mosley. Mosley goes up strong, gets 2 points, and with the foul.
Yeah, Mosley just getting the position as he went on the screen across, and he ends up getting perfect shield out position, and mainly it's because the player, and I believe it was Marino Graham who was guarding the inbound pass, needs to be watching on that to make sure they can't just sneak it in as he's basically in a screen for the screener situation.
So Mosley at the line looking to complete a 3-point play. He looks and shoots and puts it in. Mosley with 5 tonight.
All here in the third quarter, and that last one again from the Parada Jones McCree free throw line.
32-20 lead here for the Canes. Give it back to Cox as he'll bring the ball in the forecourt. Cox with the ball, hands it over to Lemon. Lemon stops his dribble, top of the key. As they work it back around over to Graham. Graham with the ball. Graham guarded there by Scoop Shot. Smith as it gives it over to Cox. It's to Schaefer. Schaefer turnaround move. Left hand shot, no good. Rebound Scoop Smith. Ball loose, and we got a whistle.
I think they're going to get a foul on Kai Cox. He tried to poke in and get a steal on the outlet. And ended up knocking Smith to the ground, helped him back up, but it is the first foul against Kai Cox.
So Davis will come in for Schaefer for the Canes.
Keep an eye on this, though. It is the 4th team foul against Newcastle in this quarter. So one more will send them into the bonus.
And there's still 3 minutes here to play in the quarter as Scoop Smith brings the ball in the forecourt. Guarded there by Marino Graham. Now switches off, give it back over to Wallace for 3, or Stewart for 3. Shot no good. Ball on the ground, picked up there by the Canes, and we're going to have a jump ball again. And getting here, it is Chase Lemon finding that loose ball.
Yeah, great box outs by both Lemon and Graham, but in the end, neither one of them actually went for the basketball. And finally, Lemon's like, okay, I guess I'll grab it, and ended up being a held ball. So the arrow changes, but it is still Newcastle possession. 12-point lead with 2:45 remaining in the third.
Graham drives down the left side, takes a runner up and good. Graham with 4 now and a 34-20 lead here for the Canes.
Yeah, soft touch as that one just kind of hung on the rim and found its way down.
Smith drives into the lane, takes it to the hole. Shot is good, and he'll go to the line. And that foul will be on Davis.
Yeah, Davis just a half step behind, and that allowed Scoop just enough room to be able to get in front of him and get it up over the top for the bucket. You have Jermaine Walker, who checked back in as well now for the Canes.
So Smith at the line. And completes the three-point play. He now has 9 points. Jermaine Walker bounce pass inside to Graham. As Graham brings the ball in the forecourt. 2:20 here to play in the third. Gives it over to Davis, back to Graham, throw inside to Cox. Cox turn around, jumper up and good.
Good positioning down on the block. Kai Cox now with 17.
With the ball is Smith in the forecourt. Guarded there by Graham. Gets a pick from Mosley. Drives inside, finds Walker underneath. Shot is up and good.
And again, a little screen and roll action. And again, that time just a little bit late on the recovery there from Walker.
With the ball in the forecourt is Graham.
That's the winning ticket.
With the ball is Walker for the Canes. Gives it over to Graham. Minute 30 here to play in the third quarter. Graham with the ball, drives down the lane. He's going to get fouled there by, that is Landon Atkins.
I think it's, I had to have missed one at some point, but I have that as the first foul not against Scoop Smith committed by Woodland Hills tonight.
That's all I got. They get it out to Walker. Walker has the ball stolen by Smith. Smith drives down the left lane. Smith takes it to the hole, right hand, off the glass, up and good. Scoop Smith now in double figures with 11.
First player in double figures for Woody High, cuts the lead down to 9, 36-27, late in the third quarter.
Bounce pass inside of the arc to Davis. Davis dribbles with the left hand, drives down the lane, stops, looking for some help. Throw it up top to Harrison. Harrison with the ball. Harrison spins into the lane. Harrison hangs and it's going to be rejected here by Walker as the ball gets loose, and we're going to get a timeout called here by Newcastle.
Yeah, good job to stay with him by Tamir Walker to reject it away from Damian Harrison. A good job by Harrison to snag it right back and get another chance at it. And then a 30-second timeout. So the third timeout taken by Newcastle in this quarter with 51 seconds remaining. It is just a 30-second timeout. Tim, after the game, will announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Get in the game at MVP Insurance. Home, auto, term life, and liability insurance and more. All at MVPINS.com.
50.9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Canes lead 36-27. Canes' leading scorer tonight is Kai Cox with 17. Leading scorer for Woodland Hills is Scoop Smith with 11.
We also have hockey action tonight here at LCSportsNet.com. The county game between Wilmington and Neshannock, as they try to get Chase Lemon in, but it was after the buzzer, so that means Walker will have to go back in for Newcastle. So Walker, Harrison, Graham, Cox, and Davis, the 5 out there.
Walker top of the key for 3, rolls the rim, no good, crashed the board. Cox comes today with it, brings it back out on the arc. He'll take a 3, back of the rim, no good. Walker with the rebound out to Harrison. The drive inside by Cox, finds Davis underneath, Davis for 2.
Again, a good drive, draw, and dish, but the second chance, the third chance effort, able to get an extra bucket and back to a double-digit lead.
Asim Walls with the ball on the right wing, guarded there by Davis. Down to 25 seconds here to play in the quarter. Smith with the ball. We're down to 18 seconds. Smith dribbling with his right hand inside the arc. Pull-up jumper. Hits the corner of the rim. No good. Rebound there by Kai Cox. Give it over to Graham as they bring in the forecourt.
6 seconds left.
6 seconds to go. Graham drives into the lane. Back of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up off the rim. No good. Good effort there by Graham, but unable to connect. We've played 3 quarters with the Canes leading by 11, 38-27. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Are you looking for the best in high school sports coverage? Look no further than Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Trib Live High School Sports Network has all the excitement of high school sports with game stories, player features, photos, scores, stats, and so much more.
Including live game broadcasts and studio shows featuring local broadcasters who bring you great analysis.
And the best part? It's all free.
Trib Live High School Sports Network. No signups, no fees, just sports. Find them online at tribhssn.triblive.com.
As we start the 4th quarter, Scoop Smith with the ball in the forecourt. They work it down low to Walsh, gives it back out. Barron takes a 3 shot, no good. That was Stewart actually. Give it over to Mosley. Stewart back with the ball, back out. As they work it over to Atkins to Stewart. Stewart dribbles off his foot, ball's loose, and it's going to be last touch by Stewart going out of bounds. The turnover to the Canes with 7:35 here to play, 4th quarter.
Well, Woodland Hills did their job. Only 1 turnover in that 3rd quarter, Tim, but in the first possession, they turn it right back over.
Davis gives it over to Graham inside, working to Harrison, back out to Davis. Davis going to drive inside, spin, right hand shot, hook, good.
What I like most about that, Quaylen Davis, it's with the left hand. It's with the left arm that had a dislocated elbow. He's not afraid to use the left hand. That was something I was going to be concerned until I saw it in person, but he looks strong out there. Nice little move over the right shoulder to put it soft off the glass.
Smith with the ball for Woodland Hills. Smith drives into the lane, underneath Scoop, no good. Rebound there by Mosley. He goes up strong, off the glass, no good, but he is fouled. And that, I believe, is on Kai Cox.
Chase Lemon is 3rd.
Nope, 3rd against Chase Lemon. All right.
All right. And that will put Donshea Mosley at the line.
Who's doing what?
And this is a Parada Jones-McCree 3-throw line.
He'll make them both. 7 points all in the second half for Donshea Mosley. 4 offensive rebounds, and again, that's the difference. He had the only offensive rebound in the first half for Woodland Hills. He's got 3 now in the second.
Cox brings the ball up, loses control, rolls inside. The ball's going to be loose, and last touch by Woodland Hills going out of bounds. He'll stay with Newcastle with 6:48 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Kai Cox got tripped up as he drove into the lane. I don't know how he maintained his balance enough to get a shot off. Nevertheless, get a decent shot off amongst 3 Woodland Hills defenders.
Get it into Cox. Cox inside the arc on the right side. Works down in the lane. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Mosley as they give it over to Scoop Smith. Scoop brings the ball up. Top of the key, dribbling behind the back. Now brings it back out. 6:28 here to play. Works it down in the lane. Takes a wild shot. Yeah. He's going to get fouled. I think we're going to get Davis on this one.
Now they're going to
get Lemon again.
Yeah, Lemon on the help, got the arm in there and got it inside the arm of Scoop Smith because it was an interesting mismatch. I wanted to see how that was going to play out because Scoop Smith, 5'7", they got the switch and was being guarded by the 6'5" Quaylen Davis. Scoop got a step on him, but Davis had good recovery. You know, Lemon trying to help, but got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Smith's first shot from the line is up and good as he returns to the Parada Jones-McCree 3-throw line. Parada Jones-McCree, attorneys at law. Excellence is our guarantee.
Score update, your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Newcastle Transit Authority. How about this? Wilmington leading the Shannock in hockey 3-2 after 2 periods of play.
And the second shot rolls the rim, no good. Ball's going to be loose, and what's the call? It's going to stay with the Wolverines, I believe. They're going to say last touch there by Davis going out of bounds. As they throw it in. Barron with the ball, gives it over to Smith. Smith guarded there by Lemon. 6:10 here to play in the quarter. Drive inside, loose ball, and it's going to go off of Graham and go out of bounds. It'll stay again with Woodland Hills. Throw up top. They'll get it into Walker. Give it over to Atkins. Atkins with the ball. Atkins drives outside. Drive down the baseline. Take it to the hole. Shot up and good by Barron for his first 2 points of the game. 40-32. Now an 8-point Kings lead with just 5:45 here to play in the fourth quarter. Graham gives it over to Harrison, over to Davis. Right side, give it back to Graham. Top of the key is Lemon. Lemon for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Harrison. Goes up strong. Harrison for 2 with the foul.
4th offensive rebound for Damian Harrison. Getting involved on the glass. This entire Canes team all night has been pounding on that offensive glass. I got him now for 12 offensive rebounds in the game.
He has 9 points as he goes to the free-throw line looking for point number 10. 5:31 remaining here in the quarter. A 10-point lead here for the Canes. Make it 11. Harris now with 10 points in double figures, 43-32 lead. Atkins brings the ball in the forecourt. Atkins with the ball. Atkins drives into the lane, throws it back out into the corner. Barron's going to lose control, gets it back to Smith. Smith with the ball as he backs it off on the left wing. Smith drives into the lane. Smith loses control, and the Canes pick it up. That's Damian Harrison with the ball. On the steal, gives it over to Cox. Cox throws downfield, gives it over to Davis. Davis is going to travel with the ball.
And that's kind of the things that Coach Blundo talked about in our Axe pregame interview, Tim, was that, you know, the speed of a football game is so different than the speed of a basketball game. It's just a completely different mentality. You can tell Davis knew what he wanted to do. He couldn't get the body to catch up to what his mind was saying to try to do on the court.
Under 5 minutes here to play in the fourth quarter. As Woodland Hills brings the ball in the forecourt with Atkins. Atkins guarded there by Lemon. Atkins drives down into the lane. Goes up strong. Shot no good. Rebound Mosley. Ball loose. Picked up there by Graham for the Canes. 4:38 remaining. Graham brings the ball in the forecourt. He'll slow it down and back it out. So it's Graham, Cox, Harrison, Davis, and Lemon on the court here for Newcastle with 4:20 here to play fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Smith, Atkins,
I
Mosley.
was gonna say, I didn't know what Coach Scorpion and Scoop Smith were screaming about. Like, he's not carrying the basketball. No, it's that he's got blood on his uniform, so they got to go and take care of the blood on the shorts of Marino Graham.
Yeah, it's right. I believe they go, what?
So they got
half a minute?
Yeah, about they got 20 seconds to get the blood off of basically the shorts, but they're going to have to substitute in or take a timeout if they want to. But they'll use all 20 seconds just like it is at the end of a game. Gives us a chance to remind it, coming out of the game, we'll come up with a Manly Chiropractic play of the game. Do you feel 10 years older, Tim, or would you rather feel 10 years younger? It may not be just old age slowing you down. A chiropractic adjustment can bring the young athlete out in you.
So the Canes will throw the ball in. They throw it in the backcourt, get it over to Graham. Graham into the forecourt, steps back, it's over and back.
No, they're going to get the reach in. It was a good no call because it was tipped in the backcourt, Tim. But the whistle came so quickly, I thought they were going to call it as well. No, they did get a reach in against Anthony Barron Jr. So I thought the same thing. Like, there's no way that should be over and back.
Yeah.
Because it was tipped into the backcourt.
So Graham with the ball, drives down the lane, gets it to the hole, off the glass, good for two.
What a hesitation move on the drive. The head fake for the pass allowed for a wide open lane right to the rack for two.
Smith with the ball for Woodland Hills as he crosses the timeline. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Gives it over to Atkins. Give it back to Scoop. Scoop Smith drives down the lane, takes it to the hole, off the glass, good for two. He now has 14 in the ball game, and a timeout taken here by Woodland Hills.
Yeah, it's a full timeout. Tim will step aside as well. 3:35 remaining. Canes lead 45-34. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
3:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter, coming out of this Pontius Insurance timeout. A 45-34 lead here for the Canes. On the court for the Canes is Graham, Lemon, Cox, Davis, and Harrison. For Woodland Hills, it is Smith, Stewart, Mosley, Stewart, and Atkins. Long pass down court. Davis catches it, gives it over to Damon. Harrison will throw it back out, and they'll slow it down here with Graham.
Looking at that arm, I want Chase Lemon throwing halfback passes or wide receiver passes.
Graham's going to lose control, and Lemon will run it down. Lemon's fighting for it, and it's stolen away by Stewart. Stewart drives into the lane and loses control himself. Now tries to bounce back out. And Stewart drives inside, makes a move to the right hand of the ball. No good. Rebound by Woodland Hills. That is Mosley, goes up for two, and he'll get the points with the foul.
Another offensive rebound. Again, that was one of the keys. We said our LGKG keys in the second half was more shots and more second chance opportunities. 5 offensive rebounds in the game. 4 here in the second half, and that is the 5th foul against Chase Lemon as well. So he will foul out of the game with 3:09 remaining, and Jermaine Walker will check in for him. All 8 of those points for Lemon coming in the second quarter.
So Donshea Mosley looking for point number 10. Does not get it as the ball bounces away. Rebound there by Walker as they give it over to Cox, bringing the ball in the forecourt. 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cox with the ball, drives into the lane. Cox to the hole. Shot front of the rim, no good. Batted away by Cox. Throw it out to Harris for 3, no good. Ball on the ground. Walker comes down with it over to Graham as the offense continues here for the Canes. Graham with the ball. Graham down the left lane. Graham with the right hand off the glass. Good for 2.
Yeah, and the hesitation gets the defense to delay just a split second. And man, does he get that ball out of the hand quickly off the window and in.
Scoop Smith with the ball in the forecourt. Goes right side, gives it over to Stewart. Throw underneath to Mosley. Mosley's out to Smith. Smith inside the arc, takes a jumper. Off the glass, no good. Rebound there by Harrison. Gives it out to Graham to Cox. Cox with the ball, drives down the right lane, works down underneath. Bounce pass into Davis. Davis takes it to the hole, left side, good for 2.
Yeah, Davis just kind of sitting in the paint. He was like, hey, come on, give it to me here, give it to me. And then a nice, again, beautiful drop step over the right shoulder, off the window and in.
Scoop Smith drives into the lane, stolen away by Walker. As they bring it up, Jermaine Walker, to the right side of the hole, takes a shot, no good. Rebound by Graham. Graham off the glass, good for 2. Graham now with 10, and the Canes have pushed their lead 51-36 with 1:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, beautiful drive there by the Canes coming out of that last timeout. They give up an and one opportunity, but they've put up a quick 6-0 run in the last about 50 seconds worth of play, Tim. It is a timeout. We'll keep it right here on this Ponch's Insurance timeout. I want to give a shout out to our friends at Works in Progress. Joe Wright is ready for your next painting project. Give him a call at 724-714-4294. Coming back to the game, we'll also have our Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. GEMbuilders.com, building our community for 70 years. 51-36 with a minute 43 remaining. Real quick, the week is far, far from over because we're
got a lot going on.
We get rolling tomorrow.
We do. We get to play some bocce tomorrow down at Union.
Yeah, Union hosting Mohawk. That is a 3:30 start officially for that first bocce match for us on the season at the Cavelli Fieldhouse. We're gonna get our first trip to the Nika High Fieldhouse for bocce coming up after the turn of the calendar into 2026 as well. I believe that's January 13th, 12th, something like that.
In that range.
Yeah, stay tuned. We have it all up on our website. Stay tuned on social media as well. We'll be right back here at the Fieldhouse on Thursday, though, for audio-only coverage as the Canes take on Butler, the Golden Tornado. Big section matchup on Thursday.
51-36 lead here for the Canes. Scoop Smith with the ball. Give it over to Stewart. Stewart drives into the lane. Stops, drops, no good. Rebound is there. Stripped away by the Canes as Mosley came around with it, and they lose the control. Ball goes out of bounds. I believe last touch there by the Wolverines. It'll stay with the Canes with 1:24 remaining.
Yeah, big shout out Donche Mosley because he's come out with a purpose on the glass, especially the offensive glass. And you can just tell he's been exhausted fighting through, and he's going to get a well-deserved break. Butch Price will check in for him with a minute 24 remaining.
Get it into Cox, give it over to Walker. Bounce pass in the right corner to Graham. Graham with the ball. Graham backs it out. Graham dribbling between the two circles. Now drives the right side, gives it back over to Cox. We're down to minute 5 here to play in the fourth quarter. Canes with a commanding lead. Canes working it out. They're going to try to run out some of this clock. Down under a minute here to play. Give it back to Graham. Graham with the ball. He's double teamed there, works it down, throws it back out into the corner. 3 taken, shot no good. Rebound there by Stewart. As they bring the ball into forecourt, and we got a whistle off the ball.
Yeah, Jermaine Walker with the reach in, his first, team's fourth, with 44 seconds remaining. Canes are going to hang on to this one, and they'll go to 2-0 to start section play. And I'll tell you what, too, didn't mention it, but I know Coach was feeling it. You don't come into the field house and beat the Canes. Woodland Hills did last year. You knew that was some bulletin board material. This is our house tonight.
Shot from the corner inside the arc, good for 2 there by Stewart. His first 2 of the ball game. As the Canes bring the ball in the forecourt. Graham with it. Graham down the lane. Pass inside. Lose control. Picked up there by Woodland Hills. And Scoop Smith will bring the ball in the forecourt down to 15 seconds. Give it over to Stewart. Takes a deep 3. Good.
Wow, Son having himself a great second half, and there'll be a timeout taken with 10 seconds remaining. Another 30-second Ponch's Insurance timeout taken here by Woodland Hills. Again, one big shout out again to our LCAP Team of the Month, the Laurel Spartans football team, and to Jack Miles, your Red Zone Athlete of the Month. A big shout out to the Red Zone again. Get you fitted for all your county sporting apparel needs. And a lot of great holiday stuff there as well, just a few minutes up the road on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Wanted to mention, Tim, these unique Monday, Thursday night we're going to have for the home games for the Newcastle Red Hurricanes this year. I'm looking at the stands right now. The majority of the Union girls team looks like they came here after their home game tonight. Saw a good number of the Union boys team that was up there in the crowd as well. That's something you're going to get. You're going to get a chance for your casual fans who maybe go to other games on Tuesday and Friday nights to follow their teams or their children, a chance to see the Newcastle boys team here on the off nights.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes it kind of uniquely nice. If you're a high school student, get the chance to see some of your neighbors play.
Yeah.
With 3.1 seconds remaining here.
Yeah, foul in the backcourt. All for naught. Newcastle 51-41, just needs to get it inbounded and wrap up the final seconds of this section match, and they will.
And then get it into Cox, and the clock will wind out as the final score as the Canes come away with a 51-41 victory over Woodland Hills here at the Nikai High Fieldhouse. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with the Tri-County Principals post-game show. You're listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to MVPINS.com or call today to get your free quote.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
For 20 years.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different. How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school. What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Thank you for calling AXE. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. AXE can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call AXE today.
And welcome back here to the Fieldhouse in Newcastle as the Canes come away with the victory. We're going to check with the official scores for the final scores. We had a little discrepancy in what James and I had on our score sheet, so we'll double check with them before we give the actual final score. But a great game here by the Canes as they were led by 3 players in double figures here tonight. Kai Cox, I had him with 17, Davidson Harrison with 10, and Marino Graham also with 10. And it was a game where the Canes trailed early on 2, but in the first quarter were able to make a run to take the lead. They actually trailed at the end of the first quarter 13-11, but they had a shutdown second quarter where they outscored Woodland Hills 15-2. Going in that halftime, leading 26-15. In the third quarter, the Canes and Woodland Hills draw even with 12 points apiece at the end of 3. It was 38-27 Canes. The final score, as we double check here with James, as he's going to double check what the final tallies were, as we're not sure exactly what happened in the fourth quarter, but we knew it was good in the third quarter, and we're going to double check our numbers here to make sure we have the officials here in a moment. I'm sure we'll find my error here shortly.
All right.
All right, James?
We got it figured out. Let's get right into the gym scoring recap. We'll start with Woodland Hills. Scoop Smith leads with 14 points. Anthony Barron Jr. with a fourth quarter deuce. Tamir Walker with 4. Asan Wallace with 9. Donche Mosley also with 9. And Calvin Barksdale, the first 3 of the game, his only points of the game. He did have 7 rebounds, though, to lead Woodland Hills, who finished with 41 points. On the other side for Newcastle, leading is Kai Cox with 15 on the evening, followed by 10 each for Marino Graham and Damian Harrison. 8 of the 10 for Marino Graham coming in the second half. Quaylen Davis with 6 points all in the second half. Chase Lemon, 8 points all in quarter number 2. Jaden Schaefer with 2 points as well for Newcastle. Leading on the boards was Damian Harrison with 7. Woodland Hills goes 13, 2, 12, and 14 for 41 total. Newcastle 11, 15, 12, and 13 for 51 total. Your final score again here from the Fieldhouse. Newcastle 51, Woodland Hills 41. The Canes now 6-0 on the season. That is win number 355 for Ralph Blundo here at Newcastle. And Woodland Hills, their record now goes to 1-1 in the section, 4-2 overall. We'll get the well, they'll stay that way. Newcastle alone in first place because they're the only team to play tonight here in our unique situation of all of these Monday games and Thursday games for Newcastle when they play at home. They got a couple of away games too that are going to work out that same way as well throughout this very competitive, and it will be an extremely competitive Section 1 of Class 6A.
Well, we have a few things to talk about here, and we haven't really had a chance to do it out loud. We're going to have to do it. Talk about our play of the game and our MVP of the game from MVP Insurance.
I'm going to start with our play of the game, Tim, and it wasn't just this play, but his entire play on both ends of the court in the second quarter. You're circling it over there. It is Chase Lemon. 8 points in the quarter. He hits 2 threes. His running shot on a beautiful cut backdoor. That's what I was most impressed with, was the vision, not only from him, but forgive me, I can't remember if it was Cox who got the rebound or if it was Schaefer who got the rebound. Maybe Harrison got the rebound, but found him on the cut, going over top of a 6'2 defender in Calvin Barksdale off the window and in there late in the second quarter. Chase Lemon's going to earn our Melee Chiropractic play of the game for that. Melee Chiropractic proud to honor Chase Lemon for today's Melee Chiropractic play of the game. He'll get a customized t-shirt here momentarily in honor of being today's Melee Chiropractic play of the game, and that full list will be available on social media and on our website, lcsportsnet.com. Congratulations, Chase Lemon, our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And our MVP Insurance MVP of the game award will go to Kai Cox. Kai Cox led with the score with 15 points tonight, really led the offense, and the sophomore made the plays throughout the ball game. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the game to Kai Cox of Newcastle. MVP Insurance and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Kai tonight with tonight's MVP. He'll receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's MVP of the game. To view a full list of this year's top MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations again to Kai Cox of Newcastle, tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win.
Well, we're about to sign off, so flip on over to his great game going on at Hess Ice
look
Rink.
at that.
Wilmington, a 4-3 lead over Neshannock, currently in first place is Neshannock. Wilmington only 2 wins on the season. Huge county game. It was a 7-1 game the first time these two teams played in favor of Neshannock. So switch on over to that. Just 7 minutes remaining with Eric Thomas Typolk on the call for that one. Tim and I on the bocce courts tomorrow, and then Tyler Aaron joins me for Tuesday night hoops as Neshannock travels to Shenango for a big one. As we're going to give you some extra play-by-play, a breakaway and a goal. Wilmington has made it 5-3. Oh, my goodness, Tim, the Greyhounds. Unbelievable.
Look at that celebration.
Yeah, Otto getting it done.
I do suggest go ahead and turn over to the hockey game.
Please
enjoy
and
the
then,
rest of the evening here.
Real quick, on Thursday, we'll be back here at the Fieldhouse as Newcastle takes on Butler. And then next week, we'll have doubleheader hockey on Monday. We'll have a big girls game as Neshannock hosts Aliquippa. And we'll have the Elwood City Mohawk doubleheader on Tuesday before we get into Christmas break. Take a deep breath. We're also going to be covering the cheer championships coming up on Saturday for NFHS Network. So that'll be a sport SportsNet production on NFHnet. So lots of fun stuff coming in the next week and a half before we hit the holiday break.
Well, it was a good one here for the Canes here tonight at the Nikai High Fieldhouse as they move to 6-0, 2-0 in the section, defeating Woodland Hills, who falls to 4-2 overall and 1-1 in section play. Newcastle, a winner here tonight, 51-41 over Woodland Hills. For my partner James Dotson, I'm Tim Continenza wishing you a wonderful good evening. We'll talk to you next time right here on LC SportsNet. Powered by LCAP.